Night to the Roundtable. Welcome back to Music Night with the Night. We have another Rustage song here. This is requested by Isaiah Marvel, who's on a streak of 10 out of 10 requests. This is the Light Yagami rap, Fear My Touch. I believe this is the one you were referencing. As Isaiah knows, and as you guys know, I'm a Death Note fan. That was like the first anime show I've ever sat down and watched all the way through was Death Note. I enjoyed it. Some episodes were bad, but overall I enjoyed it. And I'm very excited to get into this because it's finally an anime song I'm here for. Finally. My time has come. Let's get it.
The world is rotten. Man is kind when there's no better options.
Ooh, man is kind when there's no better options. Oh, right. Already philosophical.
These monsters hate to see power like this end up squandered. I write the name than the fate that I've conjured. Rewrite the earth in my image and look down and wonder.
Woo!
With open arms, I know I lit the spark. Now they've been blown apart with every inch remark. I make a broken heart. I'm gonna bring the flow. I feel like Noah's Ark. I know my truth. I'm a martyr. They say I go too far, I go farther. They're in a blow a mark in my armor.
He's already starting off hot.
You wanna know what it's like in the darkness? Load up the ink in my pen like a cartridge. I'll be the one to select like I'm Darwin. Feel like an
ooh, like I'm Darwin Select.
Only want justice if you're not the target. More as a
want justice, what the hell?
They need a god and a god they've been granted.
He's like saw himself as a god, yeah. He wanted to be the god of a new world. Dude, already Rustage is off to a philosophical start. What the fuck? That blew me away. I was not ready for him to start off hot. I thought he was gonna build to it. No. Right. Did you know God of Deaths love apples? Alright. Like the vocals here. Alright.
Tears of blood, the world they see is hopeless. Years to come, they always see my motives.
He's spitting sick, it's making me sneeze.
The medicine, I have the doses. Call me a seraphim, apotheosis.
Woo!
You know that I know since I bring the pain to these sinners like Moses.
Woo! A biblical bar. Symbiosis.
Lay the barrel, let them all expose it. Tough is fun to see, but I will grow it. Man is sick, I'll be the diagnosis. Overthink, I need no time to process. Watch them as they greet the final moments. I am the god of this earth. I am the one they deserve. Look at my body of work. If they could follow the herd, then the shepherd be willing to honor the words. Reforming their faith at the Protestant church. Let me your voice and your promises heard. Let all the hatred be lost in the person. No, I'll be the light for the fog and the murk.
Woo!
Shadows, I'll be the light when they're drawn to the gallows. Hand across the keys, we can talk like pianos.
Oh, getting a flow switch.
Like a tarot. I got a page in the paper, my ammo. Straight for the
L was my boy.
I leave them all up in smoke like tobacco. Justice
oh,
is narrow.
Like
to God, but their hopes are too shallow.
This might be one of the craziest Death Note songs I've ever seen. Just from a lyricism standpoint and how philosophical he's getting here. Giving how Light's a philosophical character. It fits, but it's just so crazy to see implemented. So well, might I add. Like, this is way beyond what I was expecting. I like these vocals, man. I like the acapella here. The hook, rather. That was fucking crazy. That was fucking crazy. Rush did not got to go that hard in the paint. Did not have to go that hard in the paint. I know this is early, but I'm giving it 10 out of 10 already. Isaiah, the streak fucking continues. The streak lives on. I'm calling it that early. Like, that off rip, he was spitting fire. Alright, so we're going to break this down. I may have to use a little bit of Google here because there's certain words I was hearing that I was like, I don't really know the meaning of those. So, but I can break down quite a bit of this. And I'm very excited to do it because, like I said, love Death Note.
is rotten. Man is kind when there's no better option.
Man is kind when there's no better options. Man is kind, mankind. Wordplay off the rip. And he's getting philosophical with it. Man is only kind when there's no better options. You're only nice when you have no other option.
Made the laws up just to find the problems.
Made the laws up just to find the problems. Was that reference to L because his last name was Lawlet?
When the social contracts
redefine our conscience. Alright, he's getting philosophical with it.
Find a conscience, put a silver bullets in these
Put silver bullets in these monsters like a werewolf, you know, with silver bullet.
monsters. Hate to see power like this end up squandered. I write the name, then the fate that I've.
I write the name, then the fate that the fate I've conjured, because that's how it works. He writes their name in the death note while picturing their face. That's how they die.
Rewrite the earth in my image and look.
Rewrite the earth in my image and look down and wonder. That's quite literally what his plan was. He wanted to usher in a new world as a god of vengeance or justice, whatever have you. He was batshit insane. But Light saw himself as a god. He felt he was chosen to wield the Death Note, when in reality Ryuk was just bored.
Look down and wonder. In the dark they come with open arms.
In the dark they come in open arms.
I know I lit the spark.
I know I lit the spark.
Now they've been blown apart with every inch remark of me.
Wait, with every what remark?
With every inch remark.
With every inked remark? Alright.
I can make a broken heart. I'm gonna bring the flood. My pen like Noah's.
I'm gonna bring the flood, my pen like Noah's Ark. You know, biblical, Noah's Ark was hit, the earth was hit by a great flood, and God had Noah build an ark to preserve people and the animals.
I know my chosen path from a martyr. They say I go too far, I go farther.
They say I go too far, I go further. That's quite literally how Light worked.
In a blow, a mark in my arm. I watch every piece I play like so nada. You wanna know?
Yeah, he plays every game like a chess game. Like, he's fucking calculated, man.
What it's like in the darkness. Load up the ink in my pen like a cartridge. I'll be the.
Load up the pen in my ink like a cartridge, I think is what he's saying. A cartridge? Basically, yeah, the pen is mightier than the sword with Light. Because, like I said, anything he writes in that Death Note will happen. Alright, Alright. I'll be the one to select like I'm Darwin. This is a reference to Charles Darwin, who had the theory of natural selection. So, Light he's like, I'm the one to select like I'm Darwin. I'm the natural selection. The strongest will survive.
I would feel like an artist when I'm correcting mistakes in the margin.
I feel like an artist when I'm correcting mistakes in the margin, because he's killing criminals. That was his justification. And they weren't all criminals. Some of them were people that were just figuring out his identity. He was not a good guy.
Want justice if you're not the target. More as a black until
only want justice if you're not the target. That's philosophical as hell right there. You only want justice if you're not the target. Wait, no, is it you only want justice if you're not
margin. Only want justice
if you're not the target.
You're not the target. More as a black until like to.
Yeah, okay, that's a very deep. That's surprisingly deep. Fuck. I don't know how to begin to explain that one. I'm not a philosophy major or minor, so I'm not going to get into it. But that line hits. Okay. Basically, though, what this line is basically, as deep as it is, basically the gist of it, you only want justice if you're not the target. If you're the target of the justice, you don't want justice, of course, because you're a criminal. You don't want to be caught. You know, you don't want justice served if you did it. Morals are black. Morals are black until I turn them scarlet. You know, your morals are black. If you're a criminal, he's going to turn them scarlet. He's going to turn them blood. I paved the way through the pain and the carnage. They need a god and a god they've been granted. They need a god and a god they've been granted. Like I said, Light saw himself as a god. All because of a book, a note. He saw himself as a god. Very egotistical. Some of these I'm having a hard time catching just because of the way it's edited. But the editing is going crazy. Okay, hang on. I gotta break that down. Shit, I was kind of lost in it. Once again, I don't know who edited this, who did, the AMV, but this is fucking nuts. I could not sit down and do this. I could not edit like this. Hats off to whoever made this. I know, was Rustage the one making the AMV, or is it somebody else? Because either way, the editing here is fucking insane. I don't have the patience for it. I lose patience doing these, my edits like these. Spotlights drifting. Hoping that I drown. Spotlights drifting. Hoping that I drown. You know, the spotlights are drifting away.
Dark eyes shifting, pull me further down.
Dark eyes shifting pulls me further down. It's pulling him further into darkness. Talking about Ryuk's eyes? Like, that was all you, buddy. You were...
Front lines in the war.
Your front lines in the war, it's quite simple. You're the first line of defense. It's a shitty place to be in. I love the hook here. I feel the rush, all should feel my touch. He got a thrill out of the justice that he was giving. Well, it was more, he was judge, jury, and executioner.
Fear my touch, the anti-happophobic.
Fear my touch or acting. Okay, this is what I had to Google right here. This was one of the words. Because I have no idea what the fuck that means. Making me pull out the dictionary here. Happophobia. Oh! Feel my touch. Happophobia is a fear of being touched. That's great wordplay. That is fucking great wordplay. Okay, I'm glad I looked that up.
Tears of blood, the world they see.
Tears of blood, the world they see.
Is hopeless,
Okay, yeah, crime has ridden the world,
Come, they all will see my murder. Script to set.
Wasn't there a Death Note sequel? I don't think it was a show. I think it was just in the manga.
I'm just the one who wrote it. Just
Script just said I'm just the... Wait. So yeah, even though Light... Spoiler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spoiler. Even though Light is dead, I think his work kind of carried on in the future. Like he left an impact.
He is hopeless. Years to come, they all will see my murder.
Yeah, years to come, they will see my motives. Like that. That's kind of true.
The script is set. I'm just
Script is set.
the one who wrote
And
it.
I'm just the one who wrote it, quite literally.
Just as the medicine, I have the doses. Cool.
Okay, justice is the medicine. I up the dosage because that was Light's justification. Was he was only killing criminals. It was his brand of justice. That criminals needed a harsher punishment. Just execute them. Basically fear mongering, I guess. He would scare people into acting on the straight and narrow.
Call me your seraphim. Apotheosis. Call me your seraphim.
Call me your seraphim. Up the dosage, seraphim. That's a medical thing.
Your seraphim.
Is he saying seraphim or seraphim?
I have the doses. Call me your seraphim.
Call me your seraphim. So seraphim, ain't that like an angel? That's what it says. It's like an angel. So he basically sees himself as a guardian angel.
Apotheosis. They all been
I
questioning.
think you're more of a devil there, Light.
You know that I know since I bring the pain to these sinners like.
I bring a plague to these sinners like Moses. This is a biblical tale. Moses brought a plague upon the Egyptians to let his people go, the Jewish people. He brought frogs. I think famine maybe, and a plague. He brought 3 things.
Moses, such a drop like ring a rose.
I need to restudy my Bible.
Bring a roses, burning just as the medicine. I have the doses. Call me your seraphim. Apotheosis. They all been questioning. Know that I know since I bring the pain to these sinners like Moses. Such a drop like.
Watch him drop.
Bring a rose.
Like ringa roses. Is it like ring around the rosy? They all fall down. He's watching them drop, watching the bodies drop. Which ring around the rosy was, I think, a term for the plague because they would fall down, they would die. So I think that's a very double-layered bar.
Says man and God are living symbiosis.
Man and God are living symbiosis. Symbiosis is the act of two beings living together and a mutual benefit. You know, like Venom and Eddie. You know, that's symbiosis. It's two creatures living together in harmony for survival. So he's like, man and God are living symbiosis. Like I said before, Light saw himself as a god.
Storm the rocks, the sins have been eroded.
Storm the rocks.
Roses, man and God are living symbiosis. Storm the rocks.
Storm the rocks.
The sins have been eroded.
The sinners have been eroded. Okay, because they would stone you. The sins have been eroded because they would stone you if you were... Okay.
Play the bear and
let them bear and let them all expose it. Okay.
the more explosives. Others plant the seed, but I will grow it. Man,
Others plant the seed, but I will grow it. Alright, you know, plant the seed and I'll grow it.
I'll be the diagnosis.
Man is sick, I'll be the diagnosis. A diagnosis is what a doctor would give you. The diagnosis is basically what's ailing you.
Overthink, I need no time to
Overthink, I need no time to process. You know, process what he's thinking.
process. Watch them as they greet the final moment. I am the god of this earth. I am the one they deserve.
I'm the god of this earth. I'm the one they deserve. This is actually perfect for Light's character. This is basically how Light saw himself.
Look at my body of work. If they can follow the herd, then the shepherd be
If they're gonna follow the herd,
willing to honor the words.
then the shepherd. If they're gonna follow the herd, then the shepherd be willing to honor their words. Okay, you know, the herd follows the shepherd, and okay, so he's basically the herd's gonna follow him. He is their shepherd.
Honor the words, reforming their faith like the Protestant church.
Reforming their faith like a Protestant church. Yeah, that was a thing.
Let me your voice and your promises heard. Let all the hatred be lost in the.
Let all the hatred be lost in the purge. A purge is like wiping out of something. Like he's purging criminals.
Person know I'll be the light through the fog and the murk.
They'll know I'll be their light through the fog and the murk because his name is Light. You know, I'll be the I get it.
I'll be the light in the shadows. I'll be the light when they're drawn to
I'll be the light in the shadows. I'll be their light when
the gallows.
they're drawn to the gallows. The gallows like is where they would sentence people to death.
Hand across the keys, we can talk like pianos.
Hands across the keys, we can talk like pianos. Okay, hands on the keys. Yeah, I get it.
Lay out the
Piano
fates.
keys. Lay out their fates and the
The
cards.
cards like a tarot.
Like a tarot card, alright, you know, because you would see your fate in a tarot card reading.
I got a page in the paper, my ammo, straight through the
I got a page in the paper, my ammo. I got a page in the paper, my ammo, because his ammo is literally the pages of the Death Note. That's how he kills.
heart like an arrow. I
Straight through the heart like an arrow. No, shot straight through the heart like an arrow. Arrow shoots straight.
leave them all up in smoke like tobacco.
Leave them all up in smoke like tobacco. Tobacco goes up in smoke.
Justice is narrow because they wanted God, but their hope.
Okay, justice is narrow because they wanted a god, but their hopes were too shallow. Alright.
Was too shallow?
He's basically stepping in to be the god he feels like humanity needs.
Too shallow.
Needs. Like I said, Light is a very troubled person. You have to see the show to kind of understand it. I do a shit job of explaining. I need to get a drink.
Shifting, pull me further down.
I love that. Light probably did see himself as the front line. I can't say. Absolute 10 out of 10. Probably my favorite Death Note song. This might be my favorite. It perfectly captures how Light is as a character. You know, he saw himself as a god. He saw himself as a shepherd and we were the herd. There's so much to go into for this character, but that's the gist of it. He saw himself as the supreme being, the Ubermensch. You know, the man that is above everybody else. And this song perfectly captures that. Russage, McGuire, you two went fucking dummy and say no kablamo mode. Like this is off the charts. Like you started off hot and the fire never went out. It just kept raging and building. So absolutely 10 out of 10. One of my favorite Russage songs and probably my favorite Death Note song that I've reacted to and listened to. Like, I love these character-driven songs the most. And because you can really study the character through song. You know, song is a way to the heart, way to the soul, way to the mind. Music can touch and explain a lot of things, and it can very much capture and explain a character. And this song does a pretty good job of explaining that aspect of White, like his God complex, his motives. So, 10 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.